Begins with a lion present 49 presentable and production and film. Honestly, the intro starts with words of a map that the story starts with a western of the Northern Legion Trade Company established an outpost wilderness. Each spring, 36 men were from for that lay boat that fall. But honestly, the boatmen actually follow visions and honestly, in 1815, they actually never came back. But honestly, werewolves actually at the 55 seconds in the freaking movie. Two men were mauled to death at the beginning of the movie. I am not joking. And we have the title card! And the old-timey open. And we actually see a horse pass it by. And he ended up pass down a curse. And Bridget passed down the blood of generations. Honestly, this story was... This is actually the retelling of Ginger... of the movie Ginger Snaps. Instead of Ginger and Bridget being teenagers that go through the change, in this adaptation, the director wanted a darker tone for the movie. The director wants a more devious tone. They want them to have a darker tone. This time, they actually reference the Wendigo legends of the Native Americans of the Day of Reckoning. Bridget and Ginger riding the horse, and the binds won't be broken. Honestly, we actually have different characters in the movie, and we actually have we actually meet the seer. The seer kill the boy or kill one of the sisters. The sister killed the other before the sister killed the other. The horse goes wild and runs away. And honestly, they actually run until Bridget finds a bear trap. Ginger actually count that, and she actually scream, and Ginger hear howl, and we actually meet a wolf and the hunter. The hunter throw the bolo at Ginger and free Bridget and use old-timey medicine. Honestly, back then, medicine is actually very fierce. Very hard to find because we actually never have modern day medicine. Call his dog, and they actually follow him to actually a community, the Northern Trade Company I actually say earlier in the video. Now we actually have new characters. I'm at the list about Hunter, the Hunter, James, Reverend, Gilbert, Milo, Seamus, Finn, Claude, Wallace, Doc, Murphy, Owen, Cosmoc, and Jeffrey. And the Seer. Playing the Hunter is Nepo Kanda, who is in 2025. The Seer played Clayton. Playing James is Jay Bound, who is in 13 Ghosts as Benjamin Moss. He's Ray in The Exorcist of Emily Rose. He's Carter in Severed. He's Malcolm Williams in The Butterfly Effect. I will actually cover The Butterfly Effect soon. He's Larry Franklin in The Sisters, playing Reva Gilbert, which is my most hated character in the whole movie. I will tell you why. Is Hugh Dillon, who's in Dark Harvest as Vincent, and Madison is I Will See. Playing Claude is David Lallay. Bishop Gorgon in the 2024 reboot of Witchboard. Playing Wallace is Roland. He actually acts Rock and Frank Edwards in Friday the 13th, the series. Playing Dr. Murphy is Matthew Walker. He actually played Michael in The Crush. The trade company is actually Milo and all the citizens, and we actually meet James, the freaking asshole, who actually, when he speaks, he actually have a smart aleck remark, and he actually company. Honestly, Ginger traveled the West until he actually. They were accompanying their father, Montgomery Fitzgerald, with them until him and her mother left. Honestly, if you actually catch up it was Pam Fitzgerald and Henry Fitzgerald. And they take a look at and they actually think it was Benton. Gilbert said to cast them out. Dude, really? Now, it use old-timey medicine. Leeches. Why? To suck out the bad blood. Honestly, leeches is used as old-timey medicine to suck out the bad blood so they can actually help And he actually used old-timey drug, chloroform. I am not joking. Ginger asked what they are. Murphy asked, what are they are in the woods? Did you see them? Murphy asked. Now Seamus now Finn give them a bed that belonged to to Wallace's son, who actually died, Jeffrey. So did his wife. Now it's night and the ladies join up for dinner. They bless the food they eat. And Murphy said, enjoy while it lasts, and the hunter brought a wolf bone and axes, and now they actually toast to the hunter's 7-footer, and the hunter and James fight over his stay. They actually on the brink of darkness. At every light stand back, and dinner is over, and Gilbert say demons come out, which actually werewolves. He said, don't forget to say your prayers, ladies. Now they see Jeffrey's toys. At the village, Ginger awakens to actually go pour water on her face. Actually fill a pitcher full of water. Well, in older times, they actually had to pour water. There only one working sink because all plumbing not working in any of the rooms. They had to pour in the sink. And she actually heard crying. And she actually see a kid crying. And she unlocked it and she got bit. And she said, and Ginger say, we need to get dressed. And Bridget was asleep. And she actually leave a can. They grab a sword and they try to leave, but James slapped her and she relieve and start to fight with more. And Bridget goes gun mode and aim. And the werewolf mauls Owen off screen at 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Now they got Ben. Gilbert said to lock them in, and Gilbert, you bastard. Milo, John with an arrow. Yes, a werewolf. He is male and 32 minutes and 59 seconds. And also, if you're wondering, yes, werewolves do count because they do lose their humanity, but they do count because they're humanoid. They do look like animals, but they are human. They are human. Miles said, thank you for helping. Wallace asked, are you alright? Ginger say that Gilbert tried to kill them, and Bridget showed honestly, Bridget and the Ginger showed the bite that Ginger showed the bite to Bridget in the morning. They repeat, and now Ginger in the buff. Fun fact: Catherine Isabel has a no nudity clause in her contract. So there was a spicy stuff, so she had to have a nude double. She calls Bridget, and the hunter knows she bitten and curves and kiss it, but it was all a dream. And she bleeding, and they have to go to Doc Murphy, and they see the fire and see Finn cutting the leeches. Doc Murphy asks him why he actually doing this, and he also asks, like, can you actually put a leech on you? He's going to put it on his arm, but he actually told him to put it on his chest, and he wanted to go home. And he actually put it on his chest. The leech grew big, and when he actually pulled off, at 39 minutes and 40 seconds, Doc Murphy shoot Finn dead with a musket. Ginger and Bridget scared at Doc Murphy. Tell everyone Finn got bit. And learned that Seamus and Seamus actually discovered that the werewolf is actually Claw's brother, John. Ginger actually hears Bridget's heartbeat and smell her blood. And Gilbert saying we need to confess our sins, and Ginger actually, and they actually, their room, will see that Jeffrey is out, and now Ginger is, and know that Ginger was in there. Claude talked about werewolves. Fun fact, they were actually known as Wendigos based on the lore of the Native American tribe. Which, now, they, say, more crosses walk, put them down, and Gilbert sermon. He actually said that God is Legion. Now they actually put Finn and Owen in the grave, and Ginger is sick. She actually sees Jeffrey normally, but he's actually a werewolf. Two. Now they're burning the bodies of the werewolf as stand guard. Now it's the full moon, and her wounded bear now, a little hairy. She see the werewolf art, and Wallace asks, "Where your sister now?" And she now Taka, he actually was honestly. He actually talked about his past, that his wife was attacked and his son was bitten. He gave his ginger necklace back. They're sleepy, and Jeffrey scares Ginger, and he actually got her hair and crawled towards her. She actually crawls towards him. He run after Bridget come in, and remember the elder said to kill the boy, and Seamus was sharpening his blade until he called Milo to search for something. And Seamus was killed off screen to death by Jeffrey at 55 minutes and 25 seconds. They actually found him like this face down. They have ginger hair, and they actually got Ginger on Gilbert's orders, and Bridget bit James, and he actually slapped her and bleeds on her. Now Wallace saved her, and now they going to kill her. Now Wallace say to kill Gilbert. Murphy does it, and he tries. Wallace shoot Doc Murphy with a musket at 58 minutes and 06 seconds. Now, go and listen. You're going to have a problem, understood? They're actually going to leave. Now they're going to leave, and Ginger is actually changing. Now they actually had. Now they're going to. She going to kill Jeffrey, but she have a change of heart after you see him with his mother's hand, and she can't do it. They actually spot her, and the hunter come in, and they actually need to protect her and Bridget, and they see is Jeffrey. He actually killed Owen and Finn. Wallace say son. He actually barked, and Wallace shoot Jeffrey, and he fall down the well at 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 39 seconds. Ginger is crying now. Wallace say, you owe us nothing. Say your goodbyes. Now, they fish the body out, and another wolf heard them. It's Milo, and Milo dies mauled to death by Ginger at 1 hour and 10 minutes and 9 seconds. Off screen. He puked it up, and the sea seer came but to ask for a cure, as she needs to be cured, and the hunter is now here. She already explained the Wendigo, as she already explained that Ginger need Bridget that actually do. Ginger say I love you to her, and then she have a vision with a knife and see her dead at the camp raided, and Ginger and the hunter killing her, but she actually was going to kill her at the prophecy, and the seer is dead. Ginger killed her off screen, rip her for 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 08 seconds. Now the hunter is hunted for Ginger. The prophecy the hunter want her to fulfill her prophecy. Now she actually had to kill her. Now Ginger fulfill. As she going goes back with him, but she got caught in the tree like a prison, sent down to burn. Gilbert, I hate him because I'm a Christian and I will ask you to come to my church and I won't ask you willingly to do this to become a Christian. I will actually say if you actually want to, you can do become one, but if you actually do want to be one, be my guest. That's him. Gilbert called her a witch. Now Ginger arrived. James say, let the bitch in. Gilbert have an arrow in his hand, and Ginger get beat up as does Gilbert. Now Gilbert gets stabbed in the gut by Wallace at 1 hour 23 minutes and 08 seconds. Now he down, and add salt to his injury, he get lit on fire. James get his throat slashed by Ginger at 1 hour 24 minutes and 05 seconds. The werewolves are here and they let them in, and Claude and Comat get mauled to death by the werewolves at 1 hour 24 minutes and 55 seconds. Wallace frees Bridget. Okay, I counted 7 werewolves at 1 hour 26 minutes and 10 seconds killed with arrows, axes, guns, and beat up. Honestly, there is so many deaths of werewolves. I actually never knew which one is. Honestly, there is 1 killed by axe, 2 killed by axes, 1 killed by arrows to the head, 1 killed by a gun, and 1 beat up by the hunter. Now Wallace burned down and shoot himself in the head. 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 46 seconds. Honestly, he actually did this because he was bitten by one of the werewolves, and he actually is done. Now Ginger fully turns with her white hair like it Ginger snaps, but not the full face prosthetics. And honestly, Bridget broken the prophecy by stabbing the hunter in the knife instead of Ginger. 1 hour 28 minutes and 37 seconds. Now he dies, and they actually run out of the trade company while it burned down, and they actually lock it in. Now Bridget in Ginger's lap. She a werewolf, and they actually hold hands, and the curse grows strong as blood unites. Sisters forever. The movie ends. While the first movie talked about puberty, the second movie talked about mental health, the third movie talked about about well, about the 19th century and how it supposed to be how it supposed to be and not very common in the 18th century for women to be overpowered.